But
Yeah.
let's get into our picks for week 8, man. We're gonna no London game this week. I saw in a couple weeks they got the Germany game. I'm sorry to Germany, all the Germans out there. They are sending you niggas Panthers and Giants. I am sorry.
Oh,
Panthers and Giants. And also on top of that, they send a Machine Gun Kelly to perform a halftime. This is not a good representation of
nigga,
the
this is a
America
war
that I
crime.
love.
This is
That is a
terrible.
war crime. That is
The
a war crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I apologize to all the Germans out there. But first game we got on deck, man, we got Patriots and Jets in New England. Drake May looking good. Looking good these first 2 weeks. Drake May looking really, really good. The Jets not playing well. Now Aaron Rodgers has a knee injury. And real LeBron like. You know when LeBron would get his ass kicked in the finals and he come up when he had the wristband, the hand when they got his
broke
ass
his
whooped
hand.
by
He broke his hand
the hand
allegedly.
joint. Yeah, that's what Aaron Rodgers is pulling right now. My knee hurt. Having said all that, as good as Drake May's been playing, if the Jets can't win this game, then this one they might be looking at who they gonna replace Aaron Rodgers with in the draft. So I'm gonna go with the Jets. We're gonna go Dante, Bang, and Mikey in that order.
I'm gonna go Jets.
Gotta go to Jets, man. The Patriots don't even like each other right now.
Facts. That's really key. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I agree with you, Scott. If they can't get it this one, then they might not win again.
Yeah. This next game is a game that was originally in 325 spot, but the Bears flexed them out of. It is Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals hosting Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams coming off dubs last week. Feels like the Bengals are getting a little bit of momentum. They dug themselves a very, very big hole here. This is an interesting game. It's an interesting game because neither one of these teams are playing up to their potential. I don't really like either of these teams. I did pick Joe Burrow to win MVP. I did pick them to make it to the AFC Championship game. I don't know if I'm holding on to that no more, but I just think this Bengals defense is just so fucking bad, and I'm not worried about Jalen Hurts being. I think this is the best game of Jalen Hurts to get his legs back under him passing wise, and we already know he's gonna run the football. And this sounds like a game that Saquon is really gonna eat. So I'm gonna go with Philly in this one.
Yeah, I'm going Philly. AJ Brown back. I think AJ Brown has a big game. Like every time you look up, he got a 40-yard touchdown. I think him and Jalen have a really good chemistry, and I think the turnovers are still an issue. But like you said, coming off a dub, I think the Eagles take care of business, and the Bengals, bro. I ain't gonna say I'm worried about the Bengals, but I just the high hopes I have for this team aren't as high as they once were. But I'm gonna go with Philly.
Man, I picked the Bengals to go to the damn Super Bowl.
You did indeed. You did
and win it. Goddamn shit. I think this is gonna be a shootout. I think both of these teams might score 40. Like this defense will not be involved in this game in my eyes. But I trust Joe Burrow more than I trust Jalen Hurts. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals in this game.
Yeah, I'm riding with the Bengals. Eagles have some tough injuries on the O line. Mekhi Becton is going to be out with a concussion. Dallas Goedert, the tight end, is out for the game. They already have, I can't pronounce his name. He's another one of the Bloodline brothers on their O line, but he's out. He's on IR. Yeah, so I'm going to ride with the Bengals. I do like what they've been doing on offense. I think, as long as T. Higgins does suit up, I think Joe Burrow will be able to move the ball around on the Bengals, and this will be a big game offensively, like you said, Ben.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are returning to the States after 2 weeks in London. They will be playing the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love Favre. I remember when they first compared him to Brett Favre. Even though I hate Brett Favre more than nigga, I hate Aaron Rodgers more, but I hate Brett Favre probably just as equally. But them comparisons kind of spot on because Jordan Love throw a ball that makes you like, oh nigga, that was an incredible pass. And then 2 seconds later, he'll throw it like, do you know we can see you, my nigga? Like he has a lot of Brett Favre in him. Even though they started off real rough, Trevor Lawrence has played better in the last 2 games, but unfortunately for him, he's playing a really, really good defense in this Green Bay Packers defense. The Jaguars defense is ass. I think Jordan Love has a big game. I think Josh Jacobs has a big game. And I think that Jair and the rest of his defense is going to get a couple picks off a young trick off Trev. I'm going with the Packers in this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's easy to say. Jack Balls played a little bit better last week, but I think as much as we keep waiting for the Jordan Love, fall off, I think the dude just might be okay. He might just be okay. So I think this
Now,
is
he's a
another
good
game where he
quarterback.
gets it done. Yeah, I think this is another game where he gets it done. I think the Packers take care of business.
Man, you on mute, brother.
I hit the mute. I thought I put myself on the mute. So that's why I hit it. But nah, man, trick off Trev gonna trick off to Xavier McKinney. Hey, Xavier McKinney is probably gonna get two interceptions this game. He's probably gonna get two in it. But Jordan Love is gonna trick off a couple too. But trick off Trev, he's used to it, man. He paying the $40 all the time. So look, go ahead, man. Packers, y'all got it.
B-Dot said it's the barber's chair jinx. Congrats, Jags. B-Dot is a fucking Packer fan, so I hope the jinx work. I would love that.
Yeah, man. I was gonna go with the Jaguars too. But you guys know how I am when it comes down to teams from the Midwest going down to Florida playing at this time. They were looking at about 85, 88 degrees on Sunday kickoff. I think the Packers might be able to start off hot, but it's going to be hot down there. Jaguars being home. The money has been pouring in on the Jaguars from the betting side. The numbers come down a lot from 6 all the way down to 4. If we're picking spreads, I would take the Jaguars, but I think I'm going to go with the Jaguars to pull off an upset. Crazy things happen when you're playing in that heat, coming from the Midwest. So I'll take the Jaguars with the upset.
All right, man. Let's go to another NFC North game, man. The Detroit Lions took first place last week with their buzzer-beating win over the Minnesota Vikings. They return home to face Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans, no Will Levis started. Who's my man who used to start for
Mason
Rudolph. Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph will be starting. I mean, look, man, the Titans actually have a pretty good defense. I'm going with Detroit though. I feel like Detroit is really start. I mean, they're 5-1, so obviously they've been playing well. But I think they're really going to start getting their groove. I've said all week. I think they're gonna put their chips on the table. I think they're gonna make a big deadline deal. Would not surprise me if they do get them. If they do go get a Max Crosby or do a massive deal for like a Myles Garrett, I think they're gonna put their chips in and know the time is now. And I think Detroit's gonna start to pull off a little bit from the division. I got them winning against the Titans, and I got them winning big.
Lions, yeah, I agree. I think Detroit is one of those teams in a position where if they want to, they could trade a first round pick to go, like you said, get a Myles Garrett, get a Max Crosby, somebody that's locked into a big deal and young. So I would hate that for us, but I think it's very possible something that really is on the table right now. The Titans, they still got quarterback issues. They trading pieces. So this is a team that may start tearing it down already, and they just spent the money. But I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I want to make a dumb prediction because sometimes the Lions play down to their competition.
Yeah.
But the Titans are ass. So
the Titans stink.
They stink. Yeah. They stink, man. So I'm gonna go with the Lions on this one. Big.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions. L'Jarius Sneed is out. I think that the Lions will go ahead and just, how Bang likes to say, homecoming game. I think it might be close for like a first quarter, but they'll find a way to just wear them down. At the end of the day, Will Levis, Mason Rudolph. I think Will Levis might actually play. He's listed as questionable. But either way, they don't have enough. Give me the Lions.
They're going to be leaving in the third quarter to go to Coney's. You know what I'm saying? Get to something to eat as the game ends. This next game, man, is a rematch. The second of this divisional battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons won a couple weeks ago in overtime on Thursday Night Football, and that's where Kirk Cousins learned about the fucking swag surf. I was originally going to pick Buccaneers in this game, but they lost both of their wide receivers. Mike Evans is going to play. Chris Godwin is out probably for the rest. It's out for the rest of the year. The Falcons haven't been playing great either, but I think the Falcons are going to sweep. I think they're going to win this one because there's really nobody for making a throw out there. And we've seen when he doesn't have his guys out there, he plays dickhead ball. But I'm going to go to Falcons. I still think it's going to be a close division game. Stats and things like that go out the window when it's a division game. So I'm going to go with the Falcons to win and get the sweep.
Yeah, I agree. Losing Mike Evans and Godwin, that's tough. That's really tough. And I know Baker's played well, but he ain't gonna overcome that. I got the Falcons by 10.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Falcons on this one. Todd Bowles deserves to be fired for the shit that he pulled that last game.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you
that
didn't
shit
like
is
them?
crazy.
Like he said, well, it's football. It's football, and
Man, get the
we
fuck up
fight
out of here.
to the last snap.
Yeah, and now look what the fuck has happened. Yeah, you
Right.
less fight than
Right.
what you had before.
100% agree with you, Bang. But I'm gonna ride with the Falcons. I just feel like we've seen already what the Rams look like, right? When the Rams lost their two number one wide receivers, that or their two, top two wide receivers, that has a big impact on the offense. I think there's an emotional aspect of that too, because you automatically kind of feel like, fuck, like who are we going to? Baker's now going to be tasked with going to, the Jalen McMillans and, fucking I don't even know who else they have. It's going to be a heavy dosage of Cade Otton and running the ball. But the Falcons got absolutely destroyed last week at home to Seattle. I look for them to bounce back. Give me the Falcons.
All right, man. Let's get to this next one. Dolphins, Cardinals, man. Cardinals coming off a nice stupid ass win on Monday Night Football over the Los Angeles Chargers. Tua is back this week, and I just want to say this about Tua. A lot of people he went up on his podium, I think it was Wednesday, and he said that he appreciates all the concern, but no, he's not gonna retire. He's tired of people asking people to retire, and that he's not gonna wear the new helmet. What's the actual helmet called?
The Guardian cap.
The Guardian cap. He said he's not wearing that. He loves the game too much. And you can tell there's a little frustration. I'll say this. A lot of people was going on in him. And I get everybody being cautious about Tua's safety. But he's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man. He want to go out there and play. He want to go out there and get his shit rocked. That's on him. I hope he don't. Like, we've seen him get hit way too many times. But you can't force the nigga to retire, bro. Like, even if the Dolphins did decide, we'll pay you out just to go away. You think some other NFL team ain't gonna pick this nigga up with the amount of bad quarterbacks we have in the NFL right now? I think that he has to make that decision for himself. He's a grown man, so I get that he is a little irritated. The Cardinals, you never know what you're gonna get from this team each week. We're having little problems right now with Kyler saying that he's upset about Marvin Harrison not getting certain looks. I think it's his fault. From the games I've watched, I think it's Kyler's fault. But I'm gonna go with the Dolphins in this one. I think that they've been competitive in this, and since he's been gone, I think that Tua is gonna help get Tyreek the ball and just spread the ball out a little more. So I think that the Dolphins will beat the Cardinals.
I'm gonna say this because I'm tired of talking about it. If it's his choice, cool. But if his ass get hit and his brains are leaking out the side of his helmet, I don't want to hear none of that. This is sad. I can't believe this happened. We just seen this motherfucker seize up on the field too many times for people to pretend like they care about this man's health. So I don't want to hear none of that shit if he gets hurt again. That's one. With that being said, I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. I think Kyler I don't know what the fuck. I mean, part of it we got to come shoot us and bail because he's running for his life half the game, but you got to lock in on Marvin Harrison Jr. You just got to. There's too many times we've seen clips where he's running butt naked down the field. Obviously, not showing the pocket don't tell the whole story. But on some of those, bro, you got to just look for them. You have to some way somehow. So they still trying to figure that out. But I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
I'm going with Man. That nickname is stuck with me, Scott.
Hey, that's my brother came over there. My brother said that nigga run like a nigga named Man.
But yeah, I'll go with Man and the Cardinals on this one in the upset.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Dolphins. I think Tua coming back obviously gives them a much better chance of winning. I think it's gonna get the offense jumping, and then when you're able to, implement that quick passing game and then use your running backs, HN and Mostert, I think the Dolphins. The Cardinals are bad. Cardinals are just bad. So give me the Dolphins at home.
Browns Ravens, the first game officially of the non-Freaky Sean era. Famous Jameis will be starting. They'll be going up against Baltimore, the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, and Derrick Henry coming to town. Did you know that Derrick Henry's middle name is Lamar? That's a fun fact that I found out this week.
Jeopardy fact.
Or as Larry David says, fun facts are never ever really fun. But that's a fun fact for you right there. I think the Browns are going to play a lot better just because I don't feel like niggas really like Deshaun as much as they went out there and said they do. Jameis is good to give you 3 touchdowns. He's also good to give you 3 picks. Having said all that, I think it'll be a very competitive game that the Baltimore Ravens will win. I think this defense has some cracks in it. They're not as good as they were last year, and they're just a team that's kind of broken right now. And I believe they've got their eyes set. Well, they will be having their eyes set on one of the top quarterbacks coming out. I'm going with Baltimore in this one.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with Baltimore on this one. I think the Browns are definitely a team in turmoil. A lot of changes. I gotta go with Baltimore. Lamar putting on the MVP type season. I think that continues.
Baltimore gonna eat that dub like Jameis Winston in the pregame speech.
This could be a letdown spot, but I just think the Ravens got too much. Give me the Ravens.
This next game, another division matchup. A lot of division matchups this week. You got the Houston Texans, fresh off a loss last week against the Green Bay Packers. That is solely on DeMeco Ryans' big-ass bald head. Going up against the Indianapolis Colts. The worst quarterback in football will be starting again. That is Anthony Richardson. This is, like you just said, bang, homecoming game. I don't give a fuck with this division. It's homecoming game. Texans going to win this one. CJ going to get past that little mental wall. Not mental wall, but sophomore wall he's had these last two games. They're going to be big, and Texas is going to win this one.
Yeah, I've gone on my AR rants. You know how I feel about that guy. I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Texans, they need Caleb. CJ Stroud needs this game more than anybody right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Give me the Texans.
Shout out to Trillburger Twitter, who got real mad at me last week when I said that he had a little rookie. I didn't say rookie maul. I said he had like a little rookie issue. Not rookie, but sophomore. It was like, we 5-2. I'm like, I didn't ask you about the record, my nigga. I was talking about
he threw for like 87 American yards. What are y'all talking about, bro?
The NFC North has a good guideline on how to defend this nigga. I think if you're an opposing team, you should watch how the Bears defend the CJ and especially how the Packers defend the CJ. Didn't have great games. This next one, Chargers Saints at SoFi Stadium. I think they're throwing Spencer Rattler out there again. Derek Carr is still not 100%. It's gonna be a stupid game because neither one of these teams too good, but Chargers at home. I'm going with the Chargers, even though it actually won't be. It's gonna feel like Mercedes-Benz up in there because Saints fans travel too. But I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm going with the Saints are bad. The Saints are really bad, bro. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one as they continue to try to figure it out.
Dennis Allen might get fired after this game. He might get fired after this game, and they might just say, hey, tear all this shit down. Chargers.
Yeah, I can't see Jim Harbaugh losing to Spencer Rattler, so give me the Chargers.
Remember a whole bunch of niggas was on Clint Kubiak dick the first two games? I ain't heard.
There was a lot of people dick. There was a lot of people dick.
Yeah, that was. I haven't heard that nigga's name in a long time.
It was all they were on Bobby Slowick dick down in Houston.
Yep,
and look, that shit done slowed down too.
Yep, the only nigga who still looks great is Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson looking crazy.
Are you talking about the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys?
Probably if Jerry has the cojones to actually fire Mark McCarthy.
His contract is up.
It's up.
He's gone.
Yeah. Well, it's set in stone.
Not only is he up, he talking shit about him. So no, that's just a wrap.
Hey man, we'll get to Jerry in a minute. We get to the Cowboys. But Seahawks Bills. I think it's gonna be a very, very competitive game, man. Bills been playing well. Seahawks been playing well. Even I still don't. I think that the perception of Geno is better than actually Geno is. I think Geno is a good quarterback. Definitely way better than he was years prior. But I still think that he's beatable. I'm going Buffalo on this one. Amari Cooper already got a touchdown last week. I think he'll be even better this week with another week of practice. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo. I think Seattle has become that team that is fun to watch them lose. They're very entertaining, but I think it's one of those teams. They're still an 8-9 win team. I think Buffalo take care of business here.
Most def Buffalo's going to win this game, but Geno is going to show out.
Yeah, give me Buffalo. DK being out, they got it cooking. Josh Allen's been taking care of the ball. Give me the Bills.
Yo, this might be a little shade room-ish, but we found out that Coco Jones with Donovan Mitchell. Did y'all know that Normani was with DK Metcalf? I thought that was a random shade room fact right there.
Yeah.
The R&B singer Normani. I didn't know she was with the DK.
No, I didn't know that.
But shout out to that nigga. Anyway, this next game, oh my God. If you want bad quarterback play, this is for you. Denver Broncos, Carolina Panthers. You got Bo Nix, who I think people just like because he's white. His name is Bo. The nigga's not good. But Bryce Bryce Young. My bad. I was confused. Bryce Young with a nigga who actually can play well in this sport.
White motherfuckers do love niggas like with a name like Bo.
He has a sports name.
Yeah, exactly. Look at his guts. He comes.
He's got moxie.
Play.
Yeah.
You know you huff.
Bo sounds like a white nigga with moxie.
You know you huff when niggas say he stay in the playbook. Like that's how you know that you ass when they say you stay in the playbook. Bryce Young will be starting again because of a car incident that Andy Dalton had. I know he had whatever incident it was, but it was about time just to bring Bryce back. He's still going to look like a deer in the headlights. Since receivers he has, Deontay Johnson's not going to be playing. I'm going with Denver. I'm going with Denver in this one.
I'm going with the Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers just because I don't like Sean Payton.
Yeah, I don't like Sean Payton either.
I'm not a Sean Payton fan. I know picking based on personal feelings don't really go well, but
no, I fuck with that. I'm pro agenda.
Yeah, I don't like Sean Payton either. But I like Vance Joseph in that defense. That defense man. Why they starting Bryce Young this game? They about to embarrass that man. Broncos.
Sartan again, interception. That's all you going
right. Yeah, I'm not a big Sean Payton fan either, but I am a big fan of money. And taking the Panthers in this game means you don't like money. So give me the Broncos.
It's next one, man. We know that Patrick Mahomes had this game circled after one of the Raiders rookies pulled out that Kermit puppet during training camp with the "I'm here."
I think Shorty out for the season too. I think he got hurt.
Oh, he got hurt?
I think the Reaper came for him.
Well, he gonna be like, your boy gonna get it too. That's what Pat gonna be like. DeAndre Hopkins debut. The Raiders stink. This is in Legion Stadium, a place that Pat is undefeated in. By the way, Pat has never lost a game at the Legion Stadium. That is going to continue. Chiefs are going to win, and I think the offense is actually going to look somewhat respectable. I actually think DeAndre Hopkins gets his first touchdown at the Chiefs. I'm going to Chiefs with this one.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs. The Raiders continue to be a clown show. I know, like I said when it first happened, those warm feelings about AP then worn off really fucking quick. And, it's the same old Raiders, nigga. And so no, the Raiders are gonna lose. I got the Chiefs.
I'm still sticking with the Chiefs by 50.
By
50, Jack. They about to make an example out of these motherfuckers, Jack.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs in this one, and then just a little I'm not gonna hold you Coors hard hitting fat. Yeah, that should have fucked me up. If the standings hold, the Bears will be playing in Vegas again next year.
Oh, that's the first game I ever covered in Vegas.
Yeah. So as long as the Raiders stay in last place in that division, the Bears will be playing a road game in Vegas next year.
I need them to stay because I want another trip to Vegas. Shout out to the Delano and the Mandalay Bay. I had a great time that weekend. 2 more games, then we're gonna bring the homie Larry Legend in. The 2 primetime games. Sunday Night Football, Niners and Cowboys, one of the biggest rivalries in NFL history. They already uploaded the 1994 NFC Championship game on the NFL's YouTube. The Niners, after getting punked last week by the Kansas City Chiefs, will be out there. It's questionable if Mike is going to play. It's questionable that's going to happen. The Cowboys are ass. They're just a bad football team. I love the Dak, we stink, nigga. I got paid, bro. Like, I'm out here, doing my thing. Fuck what these niggas talking about. Y'all got to deal with me. I think the Niners win this one. I think they start to get a little bit more going with them offensively. And then we'll really Jerry might call a nigga a slur this week. Jerry Jones might drop some slurs this week after what I think the Niners going to do to the Cowboys on primetime.
Jerry Jones should have been put in the home after that Jamie Foxx live where he was talking about that man's dick. So the man needs to be muzzled immediately. Like if I'm Stephen Jones, I'm terrified of what my father might say next. Like dead ass. Like it's
Stephen
that
Jones
bad.
and Kendall Roy when Logan started talking crazy.
Boy, he is sweating.
He's been going on a run. He's been going on a run the last couple weeks.
Wilding, but no, the Niners are gonna take care of business here, even with all of the injuries that they have. The Cowboys, man, I had to pick Dak to win MVP.
Yeah, you did. You did.
The
You
one
definitely
time
did.
I actually put a little faith in the Cowboys. They had played like shit. I think that's going to continue. I'm going to go with the Niners.
This takes me back to the 90s when these teams used to play all the time. And it's going to take me back to the 90s too, because I am going to pick the San Francisco 49ers to go ahead and do their thing, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Niners here. Michael Parsons is out. Deron Bland is out for the Cowboys. I think Jawan Jennings won't play for the Niners, which is big because they're already probably more than likely down Debo, and we know Ayuk is out for the year. But give me the Niners. I think they run the ball, and this is going to start the stretch that gets the Cowboys eliminated from the playoff. They got the Niners, Falcons, Eagles, Texans, and then the Commanders coming up. So
Ooh, you named 5 L's, nigga.
So, this team right here, both teams really need this win, and I think the Niners get the tilt just because they'll be at the crib.
I bet you Michael Parsons is gonna be on that podcast equipment on Monday, though. You can guarantee that shit. Final game. The Pittsburgh Steelers are on primetime once again. They will be taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Football Giants. The only thing good you can say about the Giants is Malik Neighbors is great and their defense is really good. Having said that, Mr. Unlimited will have another good game this week. I think the Steelers win, but not in a blowout. They're gonna win in like Steelers type fashion. It's gonna be a real ugly game. I'm gonna say they'll win 21-14. I'm gonna go with Steelers.
Yeah, the matchup suits them. I think the Steelers are gonna take care of business. I won't give you a score, but I think they'll win comfortably. Malik Neighbors is really nice, but I think as long as Daniel Jones is your quarterback, so the ceiling is only so high. So I got to go with the Steelers.
Man, of course the Steelers gonna win this game. They about to make Russell look like old Russell in this game, man. I got the Steelers.
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
Funniest part of last week's game when Russell started off slow. Somebody tweeted, "Russ, you're rich, you're a Super Bowl champion, and you get to watch, you get to see Sierra naked every day. You don't have to do this." That was the funniest tweet I saw.
So cool.
Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not